it's Angela here again today. Just want to welcome you all back to my channel, especially the new subscribers, and of course my all long-standing supportive subscribers as well. So a big hello and a nice warm hug to you all, because we're only doing virtual hugs these days. I just wanted to say today is the day we're going to do the draw for the journal, and of course the two additional gifts that I'm going to show you in a minute. So that is what I'm here to do. I have taken all the entries, which were 59, and I've put them into a tin here, which I'm going to shake in a minute and do that. But in the interim, I just wanted to remind you what we are drawing for today and say a few things before I do that. So one lucky person will go away with this journal that I have handmade. You've seen the flip through, which is on a different video, which I could link below, I suppose. So that's the main prize. And then I've got two other prizes that I'd also like to share with you, that could go to two runner-up prizes as well. So let me show you what those are about. I've got one of them over here. Now what I've put together here is, these are all goodies that are part of my stash that I've been collecting. The first thing I have here are vintage fabrics. Now all the fabrics I'm going to show you are vintage, from the 70s, the 50s, anywhere around there, or sometimes even the 80s. I think there's only one that isn't. So what I've got here is, what I use a lot are my fabric ribbons, which I have put together and torn and everything here for you. So you've got this beautiful very flowery one there. I've also got another one that's made up of this beautiful blue fabric as well. That's gorgeous. And then I've got another one that's made with slightly different florals at the back there. So that's what's on that spool. Then I've also put together my whole collection of Hug Snug seam bindings, the ones that I use. So you've got greens, aquas, blues, turquoise, peachy pinks. These are the ones that I use the most. So I've given you a good selection of those. I've also put together just a couple of the very lovely laces. I'm not one that has a lot of lace. Not that I don't like it, I do, but I just never find lace. I'm never that lucky. So this is what I do have. Again, this is an antique piece of lace here. This is just one that I do have that's a little bit different and really lovely. You could cut out the flowers or any of those bits there. And then this I use a lot. This isn't vintage, but it's a pure lace, and I use pieces of that a lot on various of my projects. So I've given you a piece of that as well. So that's from the lace side. If I just take that aside there, then I've included a lot of the vintage fabrics that I've collected over time. So these are all vintage. So you've got this beautiful pink and cream piece here, which is reversible. This beautiful, I love this. This is like a William Morris, I think this is a William Morris fabric. So I love that. That's really vintagey as well. This one here is from the 1970s and also vintage, and I love that. Then we've got this one, also vintage, love that. That's part of the fabric trims that you have. And then this as well. You could use these in many different ways in your journal. So these are just smaller pieces. Here's another one. And then what I've done as well, so I'll just put those to the side. So those are the smaller pieces. And then what I've done here is I've included 3 large pieces that can be used. They're sized up to make an A5 journal cover. So we've got this one first of all. This one isn't vintage, but it's a new one that I have. It's really pretty. It's beautiful with the lavenders, the kind of thing I like to do my journal covers with. So you've got an ample size piece there that'll cover an A5 journal or maybe 2 traveler's notebooks. So if you look at that, that's really pretty. So that's the one piece. And then I've got this, also vintage, also ample size to cover an A5 journal or 2 traveler's journals. double-sided, and I use this to make my shabby bullet journal, or my planner. So that's what that is. So that's also beautiful and vintage. Love that as well. And then this is also vintage linen that I got. Beautiful for a cover, this ample for a cover. You've got that side, and oops, the wallpapers are jumping around, and then you've got that side. So all of those will be able, those last three would definitely be able to make full-size journal covers. And then I've got a lot, I do collect wallpapers. I've got a lot of vintage wallpaper, and some that are one or two that are recent, but this one here is more recent. Lovely yellows, beautiful, with lovely hedgehogs and all sorts there. So you've got a double piece of that, which I folded over. Then this one is a little bit more, I love that. So you've got a double piece of that. This is vintage as well. This is a really, you can see from the inside, beautiful as well. So there's that one. Then we've got this one that I use quite a lot, the pinks, beautiful. This one, another vintage one, I use this a lot, so that's really lovely. And then another one that I've got that I use a lot, this beautiful light pink one. So those are the packs that I've put together, and I've got 2 packs like this that I have put together. So we've got the wallpapers, as I said, those 3 covers sized fabrics, and I'll put it all nicely back together again as I had it. And then we've got a whole lot of other pieces that you can use, along with a vintage piece of lace, and some other lacy bits there, and these 2 bits that go on the top. So I've got 2 packs like that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this aside. I'm going to get the tin here. This is everybody's entry is in here. I'm just giving it a good shape. Now the first one I'm going to draw, I'm going to start off doing the packs first. So I'm going to draw 2 names, and those 2 names will be for the actual packs. And then the very last name I draw will be for the journal. So fingers crossed. I'm not looking. I'm going right down. Making sure it's only one. Okay, so the first person, the first person I've drawn is Diane Goolsby. And Diane, you'll get one of these lovely packs I've shown you with all the fabrics and everything. And that I'll send off to you as soon as the postal service allows. I'm hoping that they do. Right, so we've got one more. This is for another pack. Anne Warren in Canada. So Anne Alba on YouTube. That's for you, Anne. You got another pack. So I'll send that off to you. Right, so I'm going to give it one final shape. And now we're drawing for the journal. So fingers crossed, and best of luck to all of you ladies. So let me do that. Right, I've got one in my hand. Are you all ready? I don't know who it is. Abigail King, you are the lucky recipient of the handmade journal that I made. You'll be absolutely thrilled. I did have a giggle when I opened this up now. Isn't that amazing? I hope you're really happy with that. So Abigail, congratulations. You are the recipient of my journal. So I'm putting that on top of there. And that's everything for the moment. I do want to say to everybody, thank you ever so much for all the support you've given everybody. Thank you ever so much for the comments you've given, the support and the kind words you've given to the people who entered. I want to say to all the entrants, thank you so much for all the beautiful pages you have sent over to me. All the time and effort that you've put into this is unbelievable. Thank you so, so much. I can't thank everybody enough. This has been wonderful. I've had lots of people tell me they're going to miss this. And I am trying to think of a plan on how I can use all the entrants in a different way. So if you've got an idea of another way that, and I know Jodie's given me an idea, and I'm trying to work out how that could work. Jodie, I like that idea. Jodie's saying that she's got an idea. I don't want to spoil it. So if any of you got another idea that you think might work as far as using these entrants, maybe to do with inspiration wise, or any other way that you think we could come up and help each other through this difficult time, let me know. All right, I'll be happy to do something else. I'm almost, everyone, close to 2,000 subscribers. I mean, this was for my 1,000 subscriber challenge. I do want to do something else. I'm not going to do the same thing, but if you've got any ideas about what I could do for this 2,000 milestone, let's have a little think about that, and we can have a look and do that. But I've really loved showing other people's work. I've really loved all the feedback, and I've really loved doing this with all of you and sharing this with all of you. I've got to know so many people so much better, and it really does feel like a big journal community, and really my family, and I love every one of you. So I am most grateful for it all. I'm stumbling over my words today. But anyway, if you've got any other ideas for a challenge that we could all do, please put it in the comments below, and I'd love to hear from you. So thank you, everybody. And to Diane and Anne, I'll be sending over those packs as soon as possible. And to Abby, I'll be sending you this journal as soon as possible. So thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.